outside. But other than that, it should be fine. That more right there. Yeah, see? Oh, let me I mean, it's a cute visual and all, but it takes a lot of energy. And I don't know how the sound is with it either, so. Okay, let's do this. Let's start. So, I thought for this week it might be a fun idea to talk about, I want to say how I read, but not like completely that, because come on, if you take that really literally, how I read with my eyes, because I'm not blind, so I don't need to read with Braille. No, but like the setting how I read, no, it's not that. The scenery, the setup. Well, what it looks like when I'm reading. Is that it? No, also no. Damn. How do I... Because what I mean is like, some people read in a library, some people read in the park, some have a comfortable reading chair at home where they read. Some people read in bed. You know, that way of where do you read? Yeah, that's what I want to talk about this week. Where I read. I had it and then I lost it again. The little rituals I have for reading, the little things that I do to read comfortably. Like my setup for reading? Nah. Damn, why can't I think of the correct way to express what I want to talk about? Um, the, the setting. The setting of where I feel comfortable reading my book. That's it. I want to talk about the setting that I have where I feel comfortable sitting and like reading a book for hours and hours, if possible, if I have the time. Because I have a couple of them. And I thought, let's start by talking about the setting, my reading setting. That sounds good. Talking about my reading setting in during like the latter half of autumn and in the winter. Because for the most part, when I read, from like late November through mid to late March, is when I'm at home, I actually turned this light off. And now the Christmas light's on, but if the Christmas tree isn't up, I have a different light which gives like the kind of same light as this does. Like it's bright enough to read by, but it doesn't bright up the whole room. You know, in the same warm tones as well. So yeah, I make sure that light is on. And then hold up, because I gotta give a little review, because we're already at the book that I've been reading this past week. I'm not completely finished with it yet. Well, sort of. Yeah, so as you might have seen last week, I picked up the 101 Dalmatians and the Starlight Barking, 2 books in one. 101 Dalmatians, I read that fully. It's good. Of course it's good. Come on, we all know the story. There are some parts added and some characters added in the books, or no, there are some characters from the book that aren't in the movies. By the way, I also need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are a couple characters omitted from the book when it comes to the movies. But they are just like extra stuff, and it's still all very good. So, yeah. I liked the 101 Dalmatians, and I say, yeah, it's a good book for kids to read as well. And if you like the movie, you'll like the book. The book just adds more of it. So yeah. And then the Starlight Barking. The Starlight Barking I'm just over halfway through. And what I heard about it beforehand was that it was very weird. Just a very, very weird book. Science fiction almost. And the thing is, it's not as weird as I expected it to be. At least so far it isn't. Like, it's a little more, the story is a little more out there than the 101 Dalmatians. It has some supernatural things going on, but it's not like insane different than the 101 Dalmatians. Once again, so far, I think I have like 80 more pages to go and then I'm done. But once again, it is good. I do like it. I like what I've read so far, and the only reason I haven't finished it is because I haven't had the time to finish it yet. But yeah, so far my thoughts on the 101 Dalmatians and Starlight Barking. Next week I will be done with the Starlight Barking as well. I can promise you guys that. But yeah, let's go back to the reading sessions that I have. The thing that I actually really wanted to talk about this week. So I already talked about the light that I use. Once again, late autumn through December. And when the light is on, I sit / lay down on the couch with my head facing away from the light, so the book is actually in the light, which makes it possible for me to read even when it gets dark outside. Then I have this, I found this musician, I don't remember his name, sorry, but I don't remember his name, on Spotify, and he makes like instrumental music, but it's a bit dark and a bit gothic, but it's not like grand, it's more like a vibey thing. If you walk through a forest at night and it's a little spooky, it gives you that vibes. So yeah, I put that music on. Then that thing that was on very early in the stream in the beginning, that's on. And on TV through YouTube, I like to put on the visual of a stormy autumn day with rain and the sounds of rain as well. Yeah, and then I just sit down, maybe with a cup of tea, and I read. And I keep on reading for hours and hours and hours until I don't have time anymore to read. Like I got through 250, 300 pages in a book. When was it? Tuesday evening? Yeah, Tuesday evening. Like in one sitting. Awesome. Do you fit there? No, you don't. So that's the setting that I have for when I read at home. And it's either cold outside or raining outside. I don't know, if it's really raining heavily, I won't have the visual and the rain sounds on the TV because it's unnecessary. And if it's not cold, I won't have that thing on either because, you know, it's a heater, so I don't need to have that on then. But if it's not cold outside, like if it's like around 12 degrees Celsius and up, and it's dry outside, that as well, I like to sit on my balcony. Like I have this wooden bench that's very comfortable, and I still listen to the same music. It's just at that point I listen on it through headphones on my phone or the tablet or whatever, because I'm not gonna put on a speaker of music outside. I mean, I don't want to disturb the neighbors, so not as much as I already do. yeah, and then I just sit on a bench for on a wooden bench for hours and read until it gets dark. Though when it gets dark, I do have a like a candle lantern thingy that I can turn on, but that doesn't give like a huge amount of light. It gives enough light outside that you can that I can sit there with friends and have a beer and talk, and we can still kind of see, and we can still see each other, but it's not enough light to read a book by. So if it gets too dark, I go inside and the light there goes on and the dark music goes on, you know. But yeah, those are the settings that I use when I'm at home. But what I also do is, well, if I need to go somewhere and I'm going alone on public transport, like with a bus or a train or metro or whatever, subway, whatever you want to call it, tram. Yeah, I always have a book with me, even if there's just the possibility for me to be alone. Like when I go with friends somewhere, but maybe I'm traveling back alone, maybe not. Even if there's the opportunity for me traveling alone, I have a book with me. But book readers who see this, you guys know. You always have a book with you. Never something like this, which is a big one and a hardcover and everything. No, I usually don't. I never travel with those kinds of books. But like a simple paperback, yeah, of course. I even have a favorite book of mine to bring if I just have nothing new to read that I want to read outside of my home, but I still need something to read. Because when that happens, I bring either Legends and Lattes, if I want fictional, or if I want non-fictional, I bring... Where you at? Where are you? You're up here somewhere. Oh yeah, The Diary of a Bookseller. Great non-fiction book. Although I haven't had the opportunity to read it yet this year. I've read that book like 3 years in a row now, but I haven't had the opportunity yet to read it this year, and I'm not sure if I will get the opportunity for that. Hey Bastian, welcome. Yeah, I talked to my dad about that actually yesterday, about me not having been able to read it yet this year. And I'm hoping that in the last couple of weeks of this year I do have the chance to read it, because I never read a book twice. I never read the same book twice in a year. So that would mean that I could read it in like January, but then I couldn't read it for the rest of the year. Or well, I could read it again, but I don't count it to the goal of the amount of books that I want to read in a year. So yeah, that's why I'm actually kind of hoping that I find the time to read it this month, in these last couple weeks of the year. Good thing is though, I'll be done with 101 Dalmatians in one more reading session, probably this Saturday. because I don't have time tomorrow. Bastian, you know I don't have time tomorrow. But yeah, I'll be able to finish that Saturday. The new book that I have is a pretty short one, so I'm hoping to get through that at the latest on Tuesday. But to the point of where I still have time to read more on Tuesday, and then I can start with Diary of a Bookseller. And then, you know, because the next book that I ordered for next week is a short one. It's a very short one that I could probably read through in a day. So that would also mean that if I read through that book in like a Saturday, that I have at least until the next. Oh god, the week after that's Christmas already. That I have until Tuesday, Monday. That I have until the Monday to read Diary of a Bookseller, and then I'm getting a new book and. No, it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. I'm just gonna make it work out. Now I have to count again. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm sorry, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But yeah, so I also read a lot on the going to rethink on the train, and then I also always have music on, because if I try to read on public transport without music, no, like you have all those people talking, and even if you're in the silent area of the train, people aren't talking, but they still make little noises, little sounds, and the little sounds add up to noise in my head. Like, I'm very sensitive to sound, so I cannot concentrate on the book. So I need music, because with music I have a constant thing to listen to that can kind of get easier on the background for me, so I can so I have an easier time reading. That same thing is true when I read in a park, because every now and then I like to read outside of my home in like a park somewhere. I always make sure that I can listen to music, because, well, I try to go, when I do that, to parks and places at times where there are almost no other people there, but it usually happens that there are people going there, and they also make sounds and noise, and so I cannot concentrate. That, and I have this happened that I didn't bring music, and I'm reading or like I'm reading but I don't have music in, and I see people and I'm like, yeah, they seem like quiet people. They probably leave me alone and I can keep on reading. And then they come over and they start asking like, "Oh, are you reading a book?" No, I'm just looking at it. What? Of course I'm reading it. I'm not. I'll never say that, but that is what pops up in my mind. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I was doing it wrong. But I get annoyed and I want to talk about the book that I'm reading and everything, and I don't want to talk about it because I'm still reading it. And when I'm not currently reading, I love to talk about books that I have read or that I am currently, or that I am still reading through, but that I'm not in a reading session at that moment, you know. Like with the Starlight Barking, when I haven't finished it yet, but I still like to talk about it with people. It's not while I'm reading. Yeah, thank you for liking my nickname. And yes, it is very much inspired by Shadow the Hedgehog. Like, I've been a fan for years, for forever. Like, ever since that edgy black hedgehog drove his motorcycle right on my TV screen, I've been a fan. Yes, I like the game. I like the game Shadow the Hedgehog, although I had it on my GameCube. I didn't have a PlayStation 2 growing up. But yeah, I like the game. It's not... Gameplay wise, it's not the best, but I love the aesthetics. Shadow is just badass as always. And yeah. To the point, actually, last Friday I got a new tattoo. And it's a Sonic tattoo. I can show it off. It's still healing, but yeah, it is. I don't know if you can see it properly, but yeah, I just got this last week. Well, yeah, Shadow uses a gun, so it's automatically the best Sonic the Hedgehog game. Yeah, okay. And hey, he has a gun in the movie. They showed it off in the trailer. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. He has the gun, and he has the motorcycle, and oh man. Yes, the movie is less edgier than the game itself, but to be honest, it's a PG-13 or just a PG movie, and well, if it's a PG movie, I don't know for sure. I think it's like rated 12 and up here in the Netherlands. They cannot make it as badass and shooting people like they did 20 years ago. Because yeah, 20 years ago. Let that sink in. But still, I thought that they wouldn't even give him a gun. And they did. Like a laser gun thing. It looks like that at least. But still, I'm excited. And also, hey, little plug for the Twitch channel. If you're a Shadow fan, currently on Saturdays, I'm playing through Sonic X Shadow Generations. So, if you want, you can follow me and, you know, check that out as well. But like the first 2 streams I've done that, that's also on the, already posted on the YouTube channel. And thank you for the follow. Yeah, the first 2 streams are uploaded on the YouTube channel, same name, Dark Hat Support 94, if you're interested. But yeah. Like in that game I've done part of Sonic Generations, part of Shadow Generations, but I haven't finished either of them yet. Thank you for the compliments on the bookshelf. That's why I did. Yeah. Okay, Cuba and Bulbasaur on the couch for now. So, are you a book reader? And also, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Like, Svizera Pizza? Hopefully that's correct. The last part is easy. The pizza part is easy. First part. Swiss Italian. Oh! Cool, I like it. Very nice name. But yeah, I'm Dutch. I live in the Netherlands. Which, you know, I've heard that some people could tell through an accent that I apparently have, which I don't hear myself, but sure. Hey, first of all, a book is a book. A book is a book. Wait, hold on, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you know, if you're reading what you find interesting, and I don't know if it's for like a study or work related or anything, but hey, if you read what you find interesting, that's awesome. Seriously. I'm more into fiction myself. I have some non-fiction here. But yeah, that's my mindset of reading. Right, not every book is a book actually, because some of them are really spraying nonsense. Especially lifestyle ones. Yeah, but you know, even with those kinds of books, you know, I've read some stuff where I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is and not in, even when it's non-fiction that I read things, this is ridiculous, but I still have fun reading it. You know, just don't take it too seriously. Yeah. Discworld's tongue. Yeah, Yeah, but like, yeah, those kinds of books that are just like, no, you don't need to work for something, just think of it and it works and it's there. No, it's untrue, but it's. I still find fun sometimes reading that bullshit. Being like, the person who wrote this is such a dumbass. The only times with those kinds of books where I kind of get like really irritated with it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's correct. It's very thick books. Is when the authors know that they are misleading people and they still do it. That's when I get angry. I'm like, come on, no. They just say it's like fiction, or it's satirical or something like that. But it exists, and still, for the most part, I'm happy that if someone reads a book that they're reading. You know what? Honestly, I don't know. I've never read the Bible. I'm not against it. Definitely not. I mean, I'm not gonna get into religion too much, because this is not the kind of stream where I talk a lot religious stuff. But for the most part, I'm like, hey, if someone believes in something, let them. And if it helps them be a better person, cool. You know. It's just that should be the overall goal of religion, in my opinion. Becoming a better person, doing good, being nice, you know. And if religion helps someone with that, yeah, cool. They're just usually not that big of a fan of the Discworld series. You know, I do want to read the Bible someday. I really do. I think it is very interesting, and for the most part there are stories in there that have like good messages in them. I haven't read it yet. That's the thing, I haven't read it yet. Like, there are tons of books that I haven't read yet, but then I still want to read. Like, on my reading list alone there are close to 100 books. No, it's seriously, I don't need a priest to tell me what to read and what to not. It's just I can figure it out on my own, but yeah, it does seem interesting to read someday. I just haven't done it yet. And hey, if I really was like anti-Bible and stuff, like I have the Chronicles of Narnia that. And I like those books, so yeah. Yeah, I'm so very on in medieval ages. But not just for that. I mean, come on, in medieval ages, you didn't have all of these different kinds of books to read. I'd be so bored. I don't know if I'm bored. I don't know if I would have time to be bored. Does it work? Yeah, it's gonna work. There. Well, if you were a king or something like that, you could have had this amount of books. Sure. But the different kind of stories and the different subjects of these stories? No. No. Like, I got books about witches in here. Positive books about witches. But fictional books about witches. And also, like, non-fictional books, sort of, about witchcraft. No, they wouldn't have had that. We almost got all the books off the first set of shelves. Damn. Okay. Yeah, but would this still be open to me reading books about witchcraft? Because that's a whole other thing with, you know, people thinking certain stuff about Wiccans and witches and all of that. But also, like, legends and lattes wouldn't happen in medieval times. Yeah. Ooh, we're almost at the point for the new book. Almost. Because like every week I buy a new book and I talk a little bit during the stream about the new book, but in the next stream, if I finish it, I give a little review of it. And we are. Oh yeah. I'm when the books are all off there, I'm gonna clean the shelves, and then I'm gonna put them all back and make sure that they are really like neatly there, because it relaxes me to do that. So yeah, the cleaning is gonna happen. But I don't call these streams like cleaning streams anymore, because I've had some weird people who want me to clean other stuff. Oh no, your English is actually pretty good. Seriously, and hey, English isn't my first language either, so I make mistakes too. New book. Yes. The new book that I'm reading this week is called About a Boy. I wanted to say it's about a boy, but that's not the subject. Well, maybe a little bit. I'm not quite sure. It's about a boy. There was a movie of this made in the early 2000s with Hugh Grant. Haven't seen the movie. Have seen the poster. But only like a week and a half ago I found out that it was originally a book, and I'm very curious about it. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna read it. It's like a coming of age story apparently. It's like 278 pages. So I'll run through this in like a day or two. But yeah, yes, I love fictional books mostly because I like getting into a world that's not my own. Like really scientific books I don't really have. Like I got a book about game design and stuff like that. For the most part, no, I do like reading about that stuff on the internet or talking with people who are really into that. Microengineering, MEMS and interfacing. Huh. You think I could handle that? Because once again, I'm not. I don't know much about microengineering or engineering in general. But if you say that it's a good book to start with, then I'd certainly be open to it. And now for cleaning of the shelves. Very important. That I'm still working on, stay there. These shelves, these particular bookshelves, I grew up around these. They used to belong to my mom, and well, even she bought them secondhand, but she already had them before I was born. And well, she passed away when I was 18, and my dad always kept it. But then like 5 years ago I moved here, and I needed my own bookshelf. And I remember talking to my dad about it, being like, what I'm actually looking for is something like this. And he said like, okay, well, you're gonna take good care of it. You're gonna put actually books in it that you like. You're actually going to read. Why don't you have it? So yeah. Now I have my mom's old bookshelves. So King of the Books. I don't mind that. King of the Books. But I'm not there yet. Like, first, you know what? Before I start doing that, I need some water. Drink water, it's important. But yeah, I'm I'm not there yet. I have a goal. I eventually wanna own. I eventually, where did I put the A stack? Right there. Wanna own 1,000 books. Because apparently, what I've heard at least is, if you have 1,000 books, you officially have a home library. And I would love that. That'd be so cool. But now I'm at 267 books that are in total. So I'm over a quarter there. And I think that before my 40th, that I'll be there. Well, actually, I don't spend many hours in the library in my town because my library is really noisy. There are a lot of people there and they make noise. What I will do every now and then is, if I'm not quite sure about wanting to buy a book, but maybe I want to, I'll go to the library, read like the first chapter or two to see if I like it, and then I'll buy it or not. But for the most part, yeah, it's too bad. Yeah, just as bad as a quiet disco. Yeah. Oh, worse. Actually worse. Because at a quiet disco, for the most part, people are still just listening to their own music on headphones and they don't really talk. In the library, people talk. And like they walk, a lot of people walk by and I get distracted and no. No, I usually just read at home. And also, like, the thing is, if my library in my town would be open like 24/7, then yes. Then I'd be there at night when it's quiet and no one's there, and I have all the time in the world to just read as many books as I want. Oh, you know, I kind of want that in libraries here as well. And I don't know, maybe it's just a thing about the library in my city, and that in other libraries in the Netherlands it is a bit more strict. But yeah, I'd be up for that. Like, if you disturb people, you're out. And I mean, I can excuse little kids because, you know, they don't always know to be quiet around other people, or they forget stuff like that. So I can forgive them. But like teenagers and up, no. If you cannot behave yourself in the library, don't go to the library. Will all the Discworlds be off the first shelf? Yeah. Yes. Now there are only Discworld books on the second and the third shelves, and that will stay like that for a while, because they're not gonna fit on one shelf. I mean, they're 41 books. watch Discworld books. Come here. What? Yeah, okay, cool. But yeah, if there would be 24/7 libraries here. Okay, get it. I get the thing. Enjoy your espresso. God's collection. I so enjoy the Animal Crossing music on the background. This is an Animal Crossing, this is something else. Here we go. There. I was worried that I started way too late, but it's not too bad. Oh, damn. Almost forgot. There. Coupon. And those are. Yeah, that works. That works. Yeah, I've had too much caffeine already today, so I'm not joining you in that. Almost done with the Discworld books. Longest book series I've read so far. Yeah, okay, but if I'm too caffeinated to drink an espresso, I'm definitely not gonna shot it. There we go, back here. Ooh, will this work? I need to push it back a little bit. Okay. So otherwise the decorations wouldn't fit on the shelf. Dragon Ball. espresso is a true espresso, and it's like really strong, then it just works better to shot it. Like, if you want to sip a coffee, take something else. There we go. No, I'm not old, I just sound old. Almost forgetting the decorations on the third shelf again. Almost. But the good thing is, if I would have forgotten it, I would have tried to sit down after the stream and be like, ow, that doesn't work. Yeah. For the most part, yes. Italians do better. But if it comes to video game characters, I think the Hedgehog does it better than the Italian. Oh. Or, oh, I think he's only partly Italian. Mario? I think he's supposed to be partly Italian. Because, like, doesn't he live in New York? Isn't he part American? I don't know. Yeah, Italian American. Yeah, yeah. And, well, if characters are partly American, the main character in my favorite video game of all time is, I think, Japanese American. And I'm not talking Sonic here. My favorite video game is Mirror's Edge. And I think the main character in that is Japanese American. At least Asian American. Yeah, I mean, no, Mario gets kissed by the princess. Sonic, even Sonic gets kissed by a princess, even though I'd like to forget that, please. But hey. That, and Sonic got kissed on the lips. Mario just gets one on the nose and that's about it. I mean, Sonic had to die for it, but yeah. Yeah, he escapes from Amy, but Amy isn't the princess that I was talking about here. Oh! Now that I have a Sonic fan in chat, I'm curious. So, for Sonic 3, they already announced that there are 2 post/mid-credit scenes. And they that people who love the games will know what it means. Do you have any theories about what those post/mid-credit scenes will be? I have my theories. Team SPO. Yeah, if they're gonna do Sonic Heroes, then yes, that will be cool. Like, I'd like to see them anyways. You know, I think they plan to have them in the Knuckles series, but that didn't go through. So, but it might be. Yeah, it might work. Now my guess is that at the end of the movie, Shadow will sacrifice himself, just as in Sonic Adventure 2. And then in mid-credits, you see that hallway or whatever the room in Sonic Heroes with all the shadows. Did you see that? And one of them awakes. Well, you say enough Sonic Adventure 2 already, but we still need... The movie isn't even out yet. But yeah, if they show the shadows in that hallway, that is from Sonic Heroes. So I think that's gonna be one of the scenes. And something that they talked about is that the studio, the Paramount Pictures, is interested in Silver. So I also wouldn't be surprised if we see Silver and Blaze. And that they're gonna try to do Sonic 06. But that might also be movie 5 or something. Yeah, Sonic Heroes is really fun, and like you got everyone that existed at that point. But another thing that we do need for Sonic Heroes, and we kind of need it in the movies in general, is where are the ladies? We don't have Amy, we don't have Cream, we don't have Rouge. I'd appreciate Blaze in it as well. I mean, it's still just the guys. No. And yes, there are speculations that Amy is in the movie. I don't know. Maybe she is a post-credits thing, although I hope not. I hope she just is in the movie. I weirdly expect Rouge to be there more than Amy, though. Because, like, you have this one shot in the second trailer with Jared Robotnik, Shadow, Eggman, I'm just gonna call him Eggman, and Agent Stone, and I think between Eggman and Stone there's a suspicious amount of space. And I wouldn't be surprised that in the movie itself you see Rouge there. Yeah. Yeah, I know. And Amy would be really cool to have there. It's just because of that one shot in the trailer where a character is missing, and in the games, Rouge is on Team Dark, related to Team Shadow and Sonic Heroes. So, or is it also Team Dark? Anyway, she's on the team of Shadow OS. So, yeah. Oh, actually, I do have one scientific book. I got this one. This is about the stars and yeah, different stars and when they were discovered and you know all of that stuff. So I do have something scientific, which I find really interesting, and I wanted to read more about it this year, but I just didn't get to it. I will keep it safe. I will definitely keep it safe. It's such a beautiful book, and it's a nice hardback and everything. Yeah. Those are the kinds of books that don't leave the apartment. Except for when I go stargazing at night. Then I bring it, but then it still stays with me. Okay. Final shelf here, and then we're moving on to those ones. You know, I try to keep these streams under like 2 hours. Usually that works, but if I look at the time now, ooh, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, for the next call I can stay seated. Nice. Let's see if books are moving from these shelves to that shelf. Possibly. books that are gonna move to the next shelves. Yeah, yeah, I do love horror movies. It does kind of depend what, because I don't like it if they go too gory and too mean-spirited. But like in general slashers, I'm a fan of that. And you should have seen the set for this stream around Halloween time. I go really nuts on Halloween. Like for Christmas, it's a little bit decorated. For Halloween, I go all out. Hey, one short little book is going to join the next set of shelves. Yeah, I don't have a Freddy Krueger mask yet because I haven't been able to find a good looking Freddy Krueger mask. You know? And I think that instead of a Freddy Krueger mask, I just go for the glove. But also, can you guess what my favorite horror movie franchise is? Like, to the point of where it's a whole shrine of it. No, not Scary Movie. No, the actual one, Scream. Or, well, its working title was Scary Movie, but... And a nice Winnie the Pooh collection. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, Scary Movie 3 was fun. So were 1 and 2. But, you know, for a Scream fan, I'm a little sensitive on that point. But it's not too bad. Yeah, that's true. Friday the 13th really doesn't make sense. I think the first movie technically takes place on Friday the 13th, but the other movies don't, for the most part at least. And also, yes, I knew that Jason wasn't in that first movie because of Scream. They spoiled that in Scream. Well, that sex part, that's no problem for me. I'm asexual. Um, so yeah, I don't have to worry about that. I have to worry about the drinking. You know that's full of whiskey. So that is what gets me killed. Heavy stuff. See? The heavy stuff. Oh, have you seen Scream? You know the rules. And hey, we know that Sydney has had sex in those movies because she has kids. And she still survives. So, it is possible. Oh yeah, my only Sonic the Hedgehog book that I have. It's a big one, but it's only still one if you don't count the Smash Bros book. Yeah, Dewey survived for a long time. Dewey made it through a lot, but then Scream 5 happened. No. Hey, that, or you are the killer. That's also a possibility. Even though I'm the one with the mask. Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm not. Hey, you. That's the thing. As long as you don't have sex while the murderer is active, you should be good. So as soon as you hear that insane person in like a hockey mask or a ghost face costume is running around with a knife, at that point act asexual. But before that, hey, go nuts. Like, what the killer doesn't know. Yeah, no, I'm fine. You know what? I don't know if I'd be fine. I think I piss off Ghostface so much that he'd kill me anyways. Although I might do good on the horror trivia, like on the phone. Especially if there are Scream-related questions. yeah, that's another thing. The asexual spectrum is not the only spectrum I'm on. Um, like I have a form of autism, and what helps with me is just having things, in line and on alphabetical order, on title. So, yeah. And maybe I should throw something on these streams, like a tag for neurodivergent people. Hey, you're welcome. Just like everyone. As long as you're respectful to other people, you're welcome here. Yeah, these ones. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't get it though. I mean, why be mean? Why would you be mean to someone just because they're attracted to a certain gender or genders? Like, come on. Why would you care what someone else is attracted to? Am I doing this correctly? Yes, I'm still doing this correctly. Neverwhere, and then the New York book. There. Yeah, well, most people get jealous. Me? In my asexual community and stuff, we don't get jealous. Like, why? We respect it, but we don't get jealous. More water, H2O. Just like the title of my favorite Halloween sequel. Halloween H2O. Yeah, I don't have to deal with the other stuff. At least not on that front. On other stuff, people can be jealous, but not on that front. And don't worry, I've already cleaned the other shelves off stream. I also do that religiously. It's just I don't have time to do that all of that on stream. Then the stream would be way longer than 2 hours. Thank you, and I will take that as a compliment. Okay. I'm gonna put that bucket right back there because otherwise I know myself and I'm gonna either trip over the bucket or I'm just gonna stand in it. both of those things are not very good ideas. Oh no, I don't need a break yet, because to be honest, I'm gonna put these back on the shelves, and then I'm pretty much done for the stream. So nah, I'm good on that. But thanks for looking out after that for me. Books with the letter N. Necronomicon. Not the one from the Evil Dead series. This one is made out of maybe leather. Not human flesh. No. Although I do want that as a prop someday. The Necronomicon from the Evil Dead movies? Yeah. Need to lay there for now. You don't. This one doesn't fit. I don't have the Silmarillion. I don't have that. But right there, bottom shelf, The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, in different books. I don't have like the big Lord of the Rings book. I have the extended editions on DVD, the regular on Blu-ray, and the extended of the Hobbit movies on Blu-ray as well. Yes, I do need to read the Silmarillion. Possibly next year. They have like a lot of different editions at the bookstore where I buy my books, so I should pick it up someday. But also I want to have someday just the Lord of the Rings as one big book. I mean, and read through it, of course. That's a challenge though. That'll be a big book. Whoa. Well, I mean, I say whoa, but you are Italian. No, it's pretty easy to yeah, it's pretty easy to read in English. I've never read a book that's like 1,000 pages. Yeah. And the thing is, I've also tried to read The Lord of the Rings in Dutch. That doesn't work. No, you just... Yeah. That doesn't read well. For now, New York book needs to be like that. As soon as New York book is ready to go here, then it can just be on it like that, but for here, no. No. Well, you know, I wouldn't recommend, if you want to start reading English books, to start with Lord of the Rings. Are you not gonna fit? You you're not gonna fit there. Oh. I wouldn't recommend starting with Lord of the Rings. If you want to read books in English, I actually recommend starting with something like Winnie the Pooh. Because it's still fun to read, but it's also a bit easier to read. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh or 101 Dalmatians, that's also a good one to start reading. But dude, anyways, if you want any tips on books, you can ask, and you know I've read quite a bit, so. Oh, you're way beyond Winnie the Pooh now. Although I still do recommend Winnie the Pooh because it's actually pretty well written. And they're a bit more sarcastic than the Disney movies. And you know, what did help for me with reading Lord of the Rings in English was I already knew the story. Like at the point of me reading the books, I'd already seen the movies. That always helps for me with reading books in English, especially if they're a bit more difficult to read. If I've seen the movie, I kind of know what happens, so I get through it a bit. Well, not quicker, but easier. Yes, that really is a recommendation. I love reading stuff about stars and stuff in space in general. Because it kind of seems magical a bit. We're almost done. That's so cool. I'd love to go to space someday. I wouldn't want to live in space, but if I'd had the opportunity to go to space, I would so go. Because it seems so beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, SpaceX is gonna is trying to do that, but even then, I mean, at least for the first couple, for the first decade, I think I don't have the budget for that. Like, I don't even have the budget to travel to like Japan. Hey, if eventually this streaming thing works out, maybe then, but nah, that's not why I do this. This is more for fun than anything. Yes, I would be happy for the people that are able to go to space then. And that's the thing. As soon as it's possible to do that, they're going to find ways to make it cheaper so more people will be able to go to space. Okay. Whoop, I don't know. No, you don't like that. But okay, that's it for today's stream. Once again, Svizzera Pizza? Swiss Pizza. Thank you for following me. Thank you for chatting with me. Very enjoyable. Now, for the people who are watching this on YouTube, you can subscribe, you can like the video, you can leave a comment. I really appreciate that. In the description, you'll find a link to the official Dark Hedgehog Boy Instagram, where I post updates on streams and books that I'm reading. You'll find a link to the Twitch page. You can follow me there. Trying to get to 50 followers. Yeah, and if you do that, you'll get notifications whenever I go live. Be in chat, watch me do this live. And finally, there's a link to the Dark Hedgehog Boy Discord channel. And, well, everyone is free to follow that as well, to join that. Next stream is going to be on Saturday, a couple hours later than usual. Because usually I start, for me, at 4 p.m. This Saturday I am going out to dinner with my family, so I'm starting at 8 p.m. on stream with Sonic X Shadow Generations. Then next Monday, back again at 4 p.m. I'm continuing through Final Fantasy VII. And next Thursday I'll be back with another Bookshelf Organization stream. Thank you. I will have a nice family dinner, and yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.